I'm as much a Nord as the next man, but I'm no... Battleborn is a name out of legend. For Clan Battleborn, we've got honor, wealth, and title. Now, if that don't answer your question... Money, you laggard. The Greymanes have deep... Oh, and they hate it too. Oh, they're big. We've got the same pride, the same honor, and we've got wealth. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his life, but it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance.
Maybe some other time I will come to a love of her reading. Oh, I tell the future all right, when I feel up to the task, that is. But I'm afraid my energies haven't quite peaked yet.
The Orland Greymane's a stubborn fool. Our friendship ended when he turned his back on me.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler.
I work for Bellathor at the General Goods Store.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister... I'd sell her in a second. I'd even buy one of your... Interesting. On the one hand, supplies are harder to... But on the other, all that matters is that I have what you need. Isn't it obvious? By the wonderful weather and hospital. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty... but without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Do come back.
Rather pale. Pardon me, but I think I can teach you a thing or two. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in... of a sort. I don't have formal training. Within these walls, if I had a septum for every case of rock joint or witbane, So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Come back anytime if you need a remedy. If there's anything I can help you with.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing? And what of my son, What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorald?
My customers away.
Do you believe
God
this
smile on
old
memories
hag
from charity. Best you remember that.
holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Cowl. Your stupid son is dead. He died a Stormcloak traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut.
I ain't done nothing.
Come on, Father. There's nothing
I've
more
got
to
a
be
hungry
said here.
daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about.
Old friend. Just one more thing the Greymanes want to blame on. It's not my fault they turned. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Ah!
I work with my mother to sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorald. They say that he was killed, but I know better. It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story. Please, let's speak privately. Please, speak privately.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. You've got no idea. Half the men in white, they'll never
Oh,
understand.
Savior. Yes, Mom?
No amount of flowers or
reminder,
honey
sweetie.
right now.
The blankets still
All
need
that
to be
matters is my daughter Mila.
Oh, yes,
No
Miss
man's going to get between me and my little girl. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try,
This is
go
a
right
local
ahead.
favorite and one of the
I don't
best
think
songs
anything
I've
will
ever
get
heard.
through that thick skull of
Ragnar
his.
the Red.
You've got no idea.
One was a
Half
hero
the men
named
in
Ragnar
Whiterun
the
have
Red who
proposed
came
to me.
riding to Whiterun
Some
from
were even
old.
singles.
I ain't done nothing.
And the
Only if I can
braggart
help it.
brandished his blade
But
as he
damn
told
if I ain't
the gold
almost
he had
sober.
made.
Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on.
Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you
Then
lie
we got
down and
nothing more to talk about.
And so then came clashing and slashing.
Farewell.
steel as
Sure,
the brave lass
whatever.
Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named
If it's
Ragnar was
work,
boastful no
depends.
more.
Are you thirsty?
When his ugly
Hungry?
red head rolled
Both.
around on the floor.
Now please, no more questions.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Did you raise your prices? I work with my mother to sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun
The
most
farmers
days,
are charging
but
me
hard
double
work.
for the produce I sell.
Well met, Traveler.
They're saying it's
What
because
brings
of
you
this
to
color
Whiterun?
of the Stormcloaks.
Exactly. Road patrols will
Truly?
as the Jarl soldiers.
By sure, this city could use more like you.
We've been raiding
Best
the
head up to
farms.
Dragon's Reach then,
Supplies are
and see
scarce.
the Jarl. He's Lord of
Sell
Whiterun,
swords and armor
and can
instead.
set you on the path.
Maybe. Thought they wouldn't taste as good as a loaf of fresh-baked pumpernickel.
Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Ah, the most... You'll want the Bannered Mare. See, but mind the bard, Mikhail. Poncy little man gives bards. We Nords have a long history, but Mikhail, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. Our family, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's
I enjoy. What can I get you?
May your sword be sharp.
I assume
And
you
your
saw the
tongue
Gildergreen?
sharper.
Big tree. It's part of the Temple of Kinareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. Have you seen that Shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard, but at least... I should have... You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. Take a look. Need anything else? Just let me know.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. The heat of the battle is... That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to... You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his... I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Good. Chat time. You want to hear a little Nord? And why not? 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. Come on. Should have come here.
Stand there and take it? Fight back!
Now that's what I call a punch. Got me.
We're telling you to fight. Keep those hands up.
You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years.
Need something?
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Need anything else? Just let me know.
What can I do for you?
I ain't done nothing.
Need something?
The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that. Good. Chat time's over.
What? Why are you looking at me?
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the Bannered Mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? About the same as everyone else? The way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. Yeah, these Khajiit make... It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got... Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell. And a Nord knows a liar when she sees one. Farewell.
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well. I'm as much a Nord as the next man, but I'm no fool. I don't live in the past like those Grey Maidens.
Adrian, at her forge, just
watch
outside.
yourself out there.
We'll have to have a pint together sometime, you and me.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrstein, put that down. She's here to help us find Thorald.
How do we know she's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here.
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help? My brother Thorald. He was fighting for the Stormcloaks and went missing. Everyone assumes he's dead. But he's not. I just know it. The Imperials captured him, and they're holding him someplace. The Battleborns know where. I'd go and search their house for proof, but they want me to. I'd be captured, and then we'll never know what happened to him. So I need someone to find that proof for me. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest... Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna... Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
If only you could help bring my son back to me. It's hardly a secret that they have ties. Thorald did worse. He took action against the Empire, and that... He's my son. I just... I can tell... My husband, Eorland, tends the Skyforge up at your Vasker. You should ask him about his work. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up dung... Head up the steps from the market and look to your right. Can't miss it. You take care of yourself now.
I don't think so. Why? Who says I have to be? Skyforge steel is my art and honor. The companions need the best, so they come to me.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. a name I'm sure you know well.
Gods bless you, healer.
Pain is so great.
Welcome, child. The Gilder Green, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for... To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Elder Gleam resides. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die. They only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Elder Gleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the Hag Ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Aye. Yeah? Yes?
The pain is so great.
So sick and hot. Please stand.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stuff.
You're not supposed to be here. I'm not going going to warn you again. Get out, or I'll call the guard. You should have listened. Can't a woman get a moment to herself? Leave me. You're not supposed to... I'm not going to warn you again. Get out, or I'll call the guard!
Cause trouble in Whiterun and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself.
We cannot afford to act. My lord,
Careful
please.
if you cross the
This is
river
no
to the
time
east.
for rash action.
Old
I just
Hadvar
think
Iron
What's the
Hand is
meaning of
really
this
not
interruption?
in that cave.
Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
Who's this then?
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Think very carefully about your name. Balgruuf and I share a battle bond. When he became Jarl, gods, you are curious. I am charged. Powerful men have many enemies. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, and those are just the physical threats. Every day he deals with obsequious well, not yet anyway. I've got my eyes.
So, you were at Helgen? You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right! What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The
that
Jarl of
dragon is
Falkreath
lurking in the
will
mountains...
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. I'll introduce you to Farengar. He can be a bit... difficult. Mages, you know. Farengar is probably puttering around in his lab, day and night. I'm not sure he ever sleeps.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like...
What
project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so. The Jarl can be found in the Great Hall, probably sitting on his Jarl's throne. Not over here in a wizard's
I found
laboratory.
someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere... You see, when the stories of one sure mark of a fool is to But I began to search for information about dragons. I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward, Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately.
Farengar.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing... Ah, student of the craft. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane... Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salt. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good. If I said that was a tedious question, as long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives... Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly.
A dragon's been sighted
Good day.
nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun,
I want to hear about this dragon.
I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Hey, watch it!
So... You're... Tells me you came from the western what? Tower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what... told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No. I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
Help Irileth kill this dragon before it can attack Whiterun. There's no time to lose. Help Irileth kill this dragon before it can attack Whiterun. There's no time to lose.
Huh? I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close. Come to Dragon's Reach to... I'll put it simply, so you'll... If the hold is faced... Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. It seems this damnable conflict is... Sadly, no. Perhaps some hero will bring one to... What a fascinating conversation that would... So, you wish to master the arcane arts? You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Aegis College in Winterhold. I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close. I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close.
The gods in Dragon Reach say you've aided in the art.
Think you could steal from...
よし。ちょろいものだな。
You're not supposed to be in here. Last warning. Leave now.
Please, anything you can do to help me find my Thorold. I knew he wasn't gone. I just knew it. Please, get that to Adelstein right away. You take care of yourself now.
Do you have news? Did you find something? I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the So, Northwatch Keep. Then we know where to hit him. I'll do anything if it means saving my brother. You'll join us, won't you? Thorald can't be left to those monsters. Are you sure? I doubt you stand a chance against the Thalmor. I can have a group of men ready at a moment's notice. Many would be willing to help rescue my brother. Exactly. Together we Make your way to Northwatch Keep and Hoffingar. I'll meet you near there, and we'll plan our assault.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been... He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun Guard. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. No, I'm not. No, I'm a Redguard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I can teach you a few things.
Look, you've already been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over. You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. And we'll pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard one. It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. It's none of your concern. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. Do you have news of our quarry?
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Jorland Greymane's got that on. Man's...
Do you have news of our quarry?
signs of any dragon right now. It sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what's the deal.
Just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Never should have come here.
Let's make sure that overgrown lizard is really dead. Damn good shooting, boys. We'd better go make sure that bastard is really... Everybody, get back!
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training.
What are you
the way the
talking
dragons do. That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in. And I've been in more than a few.
Now for the first time in
I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us. You better get back to Whiterun right away. Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
You're being awfully quiet. Come on here, then. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
I'm taking... Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecar. You ain't an orc.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried?
I'm taking command here for the moment. You head back to Whiterun.
I'm glad you're on our side.
We taught that dragon not to mess with Whiterun,
I'm proud to be your battle brother, Dragonborn.
I'm glad you're on our side.
Whiterun doesn't need to fear, but you are on our side.
Or not. Try to shout. That's good enough for me. Someone do something.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun. My boys will keep you safe, don't you worry.
If my cleaning gets in your way, just say the word and I'll be off.
You tried. Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. That is an old tale. Long ago, there lived the struggle between Olaf. Olaf returned in triumph, and so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach. Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. Ah, splendid. The history of Whiterun begins as time passed. A thriving... Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds.
We were just talking about
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's
My brother
Reach.
needs a word with you. We were just talking about you.
So what
My
happened
brother
at the
needs a word with
watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to
Did you
use
hear
your
the thundering
gift.
sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rangar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps. I made the pilgrimage once. High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place, very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Well, in the old tales, the Dragonborn heroes would use the... Wolfhearth was dragon in the very oldest tales. Back from when they're the masters. If you're really Dragonborn, they'll want to talk to you. If it's the war you're referring to, no doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that Ulfric Stormcloak would... The day might come when But that day has not. No doubt, he thought it was the only way to make his point. With good planning. Even now, my court wisdom, we must also have But our greatest weapon? Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. What is it that you need?
I've got your back.
Now...
You lead, I'll follow.
I've got a city to keep.
What are you doing that for?
By Izmir, you did it. You killed the dragon.
There's been talk amongst the guards that you are Dragonborn. But such a thing, surely that's not possible. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Fear not. Come dragon or giant, we'll be ready.
I worry about the other settlements in the hold. Unwalled, lightly manned. Prime targets for those damn dragons. Everything's all right?
What is it? Dragons?